So I'm going to go through this feature that I want to do in brain dump view. So let me explain a little bit. There's two parts, two methods that I want to explain. And right now these two methods are old and incorrect. But I firstly want to touch on what I need to do. So what we need to achieve for brain dump is that when a story has been when a brain dump group task has been completed by snapping a picture, we need to be able to move on to the next storyline, which could be, for example, next week or the week after, um, when certain conditions are met. So we have two things over here. So at this point in this code, which is save dump brain dump, there is a API call over here. And once this API call is done, we will then do these two methods, which will then firstly check the conditions. Is it okay to move on to the next sequence? And then that's the first part. And second part is, what is the next sequence? So once we have both of these things done, then we will just simply update the type object in the user task group, as you know. So right now we are stuck just simply because you see over here the return. So the input for these two parameters, these two methods are the group. So we need the most updated group after the brain dump has been added. So in order for that to happen, this method has to return the user task group that has been saved in the database when this brain dump is submitted. So that is the problem that we have now, because as you saw, there is an error when we do this save, and the error starts with brain dump error. So it's very clearly is an error that was caught, but I'm not getting the right error message. So all I'm getting is this brain dump error, request failed, and if we stuck here, then naturally all of these other two will fail. So a quick run through of what these two do is, right now these two methods are still using the old method. So we have this check unlock all parties, and we have check unlock next sequence. And all of this is using a mapping that was used in the old task view. And this was something that was done before we had Realm, and before we had the right mapping and the populate from the database, from the server. So once the task group has been, the user task group has been correctly sent back, I need to get the right group saved into Realm and then sent into these two methods to do its own required task. So in this case, the check unlock next sequence will look up the task group object in the user task group and pick up what is the next story which we will pull out from Realm. And then this one, check unlock all parties, we need to check if every user in the group has finished the task for the current story in the group. So all of these are logic that I can basically get some help on later on, and we can work on it separately. But all of these two are required. Will require some preconditions, which is number one, the brain dump view must be able to save the brain dump, which is happening now, and return an object that we can save in Realm, and have that latest version of the object then pass into these two methods, which we need to adjust. But for now, for today, what I'm hoping to do is to find out what is this error that is happening on this catch on line 204, and then from here look at whether this object is correct. So whether it's correct is simply, do we have the image of the brain dump that was completed, and that is done in the user task group, and the share, and then the content object. And that is, I think, pretty much okay, because we see that share in the group view page. So I think that is good. So there's something else is failing, which I'm not sure. So that is what I need today. Thank you so much.